a live stream, so I'm going to give it a couple minutes here. I've gone through StreamYard and done live streaming, but yeah, this is my first time doing a live review. So I don't know if it goes up on the channel when I'm done or what happens, but we're going to roll with it here. So I'm going to give it a little bit for people to come in. I'm also going to open it up on my tablet to make sure that people can hear me. And we're going to go from there. So we are going to be reviewing this 2-pack. Triple H and Chyna. And I'll do a review like I always do. And then I'll probably do like a little Q&A if there's people interested. I'll definitely do that. But yeah, this is just as awkward as I thought a live stream would be when I don't have a task in front of me, right? Like a laid out script that I write. But we are here. So, hey, Just Dance fan 1000, you are the first and the only viewer in the live stream currently. So, oh, we got someone else joining here. I'll give it a little bit and then we'll do the review here. You know, I would love to, at the end of the review, maybe show y'all around, give y'all a little tour if you want. You know, I plan on doing a video here shortly of a tour of Mayor Aaron's toy room. So we are going to do that. But let's see. Let me make sure I can hear myself here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Just Dance fan. You know, I hope other people show. I did say 9:30, so maybe I'll start the review at 9:30. But I just wanted to get on early. I just got home from work, and yeah, I was pretty excited. Ah, okay, you can hear me. So, yeah. Oh, there's Luke. There's the Lucas, the Lucanator. The Luke, there he is. Lukey. So, yes, we are going to be reviewing Triple H in Chyna Retro 2-pack. Now, here's the thing, okay. That Wendi Richter Retro review was probably the lowest overall video. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Luke, you good, bro? You good, man? You good? He's good. He's good. But yeah, so that Wendi Richter, I don't think it really appealed to a lot of the audience because there's not a whole lot of women's retros. That was the first one. But I'm excited today to compare it to Wendi. And actually, y'all can stroll with me. It's like Blue's Clues or something. Let's grab Wendi off the shelf. Right next to Tiffany Stratton in the Mayor Aaron Custom. Also, Mayor Aaron Custom. And then I wanted to grab a Chyna for this video. So let's see where I have my Chynas. We've got my drawer of figures here. I tried to organize them. Okay. I think she's probably in like the Legends. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take this Chyna because this looks like the most like the retro here. So here's a little glimpse. And then these are like my doubles or triples of figures that I have down here. So I tried to organize a little bit. Obviously, kind of a mess in here. Kind of a mess. But that's what we're doing here. So I'm going to put these over here. Now, can y'all hear me okay? Just Dance, anybody watching, can you hear me all right? Is the sound okay? Because I'm thinking I might be able to hook up my microphone if need be. If that is a good idea, whatever y'all think, I will do. But yeah, if sound's okay, then we'll just roll with it here. Now, if there's any figures you want to see or cards maybe that you want to see, let me know. If you want to see B-Fab's boots, we got B-Fab's boots right here that she sent me. We have signed on the toe there. And then there we go. Big fan of the B-Fab. Actually just got some cards today in of B-Fab. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Brock. Got a cool B-Fab card in today. The new Donruss Elite line. I also got this beautiful Miss Elizabeth out of 25. That is, I love that card so much. And I got this cool blue one out of 149. Got this die cut out of 24. My favorite card in the collection is this Galactic Miss Elizabeth. That's not numbered, but there seems like there's probably less than 10 in the world. It's a case hit. And yeah, that's my favorite card. It's my Elizabeth shelf. If you can't tell, I just admire the woman so much. And I'm working on the BFAB shelf. I have a little stack here of BFAB cards. Just random colors and autos. And I actually have a lot of cards coming in. Now, it's important to note that all my major BFAB cards I sent to her directly. That's how I got these signed boots and the signed jacket and that. And she's a good friend of the channel. Big supporter of LumberJillville. So, yeah, I've been buying up her cards in the breaks. Ooh, you want to see the rest of my cards? It's funny, these live streams, because I feel like I'm talking to myself, you know what I mean? Let's change the light position here. Let me show you some other cards that I have here. All right, so we got Emma Gold, Emma Otto, Amari Miller Gold, Tamina Gold, Mella, Zelina, Bailey. Now, these are all cards that I actually got in a break. You buy a spot. Big fan of Yulisa, Leon, and Valentina Feroz. Love Valentina. 2 golds right there out of 10. Tie-dye. Red Auto. I tried to have the Valentina and Yulisa. The Valentina and Yulisa kind of mirror each other. It's kind of fun. Now, down here, we got Kaden and Katana. This is a beautiful card right here. Let's open this up. Why we got this glare? No one likes to see. Yes, I was able to get the Katana action figure, which we'll talk about. I ordered a few of them. But this card is out of 11, and it is gorgeous in hand. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but I love that card. Then we got my other PC. We got Lash Legend Silver, Tie-Dye, Emerald out of 5. Look at this, y'all. I love this card. It's green. It's a beauty. 3 of 5. Out of 5. And then we have one that might be more rare. It's the die cut here. So it's kind of hard to tell, but you see how it's got a little cut in the corner there? That's called a die cut, and it's pretty valuable, pretty rare. So I love my little last shelf. And then lastly, we got the Maiko Satomura shelf. Gold, gold auto, gold, tie-dye, tie-dye, tie-dye. Yeah, and I'll do a video showing off my card collection. I have a lot more than what I just showed, but I'm just, you know, waiting for people to enter. If you want to see some figures in particular, you want to see some women's cards, you let me know in the comments. And yeah, I wish Yulisa was there too. She is so good, so athletic, and she's so strong. And her and Valentina, they showed out at that NXT pay-per-view like months and months and months ago. And I was real excited for the future. But unfortunately, she gone, you know. So yeah. So the way we got this set up, I'll give you a little tour, is over here. This is where we do the review here. Usually I have a light that sits up top here. But the problem with that is it's very heavy. So, yeah, it's a good thing you're not that much of a sports card collector, because let's be honest here, it can get expensive. Now let's do a little, while we're killing time here. Over here we got Brie Bella, silver ringside. We got the Nikki and the Brie shelf. Got the Bailey shelf here. We got the Becky shelf with a real Becky Lynch. Please stand up, because they all look the same. You get it? Okay. Thunder Rosa shelf there. Friend of the channel, appeared in the video. Alexa Bliss shelf with an out of 75 auto. The Ronda shelf with the gold Ronda out of 10. And then the Firestorm case hit. Bianca shelf. Charlotte shelf. AJ Lee. She looks decent. Let's turn AJ. What are you doing? Okay, you turn straight. Now, this Becky card fell from the Becky shelf, I guess. AJ is looking after it. And then my cats must have got a hold of my men's shelf here. Very little. Love Damian. Ciampa. Ciampa is my favorite men's wrestler. And Bobby. Bobby's struggling here. Bobby's... oh, yeah. Jacob says, are you going to be getting the Jordan Grace? Absolutely, I'm going to be getting that Jordan Grace. It's going to be expensive, y'all. Now, over here, I have... Look, this is like... Don't know what to do with in LumberJillville. I need to hang these up somewhere. SummerSlam, Matt Relic. We got this cat. I know what to do with him. He's the best. And then we have some auto cards. This is a Rhea Ripley rookie auto, y'all. From the women's division box that year. Jesse Kamea, Andy, Liv, Xylee. What a cool auto that is, huh? Xylee's auto. Mackenzie Mitchell. Numbered cards. And then up here, this is my daughter's shelf. We got Liv. Liv. Lana Custom. Sami Zayn. She loves the Sami Zayn. And then we have these beautiful Shotzi Otto. We got the AEW women's figure shelf. This thing's collecting dust because I haven't added anything to it for a while, but I am going to say we do have Toni Storm coming very, very soon. Oh, I'm making you want to get cards. Boy, I haven't even showed you my collection of all the cards, but that'll be a separate video. I'm not trying to bore you. Now, let's jump right into this figure review. You know, it's not 9:30 yet, but let's set up shop. Let me get the lights focused here. All right, so let me get this clipped in. We're really peeling back the curtain today, y'all. You know, like I said, I've never done a live stream like this. I've done like a StreamYard live stream, and that a lot of times is going over like figure reveals, and I can edit the video after I make it. This one is just there for all the peoples. All the peoples. It is going to be up there, I think, when I'm done. I think it's going to be posted, but yeah, we do need more AEW figures. Ugh. Brock asks, how did you feel when Abaddon was removed for Unmatched 8? I was annoyed, mad, I guess, confused, because that line is on life support, in my opinion. Even the Toni Storm figure is missing a lot of features, or they made some questionable decisions, and when it takes that long to produce a figure, that's weird. You know, that shouldn't happen. Jazzwares has literally spent more effort, more time, more money in the 2 commercials they've released than any of the figures in the line that they've produced, okay? So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm excited for the Tony, but I am disappointed because it's a very outdated look, almost 2 years old. And also, like I said, they made some questionable decisions there, so that's frustrating, you know? And as of now, there is no AEW Women's pre-order up on Ringside Collectibles, so for all we know, Tony could be the only women's figure we get released by Jazzwares in the AEW line in 2024. Hopefully we get more, but I'm not holding my breath. That line it's on life support. We don't know what the Julia Hart looks like, and even if we did, it would probably take about 2.5 years for them to actually make it happen, and whether it would be just a chase or what, you know, I don't know. I've really been shut off from the AEW figure line with their questionable decisions, their piss poor effort, to be honest. I mean, a lot of these figures, it's confusing to me, you know? They have all this time, and you would think because they spend so much time between the lines, they would take a little more effort and care into their figures, and they're just not, you know? And the line started out so strong, but unfortunately, it's kind of farting, you know? And I made a video a couple years ago talking about, is the AEW figure line in trouble? And I had a lot of gatekeepers come after me, a lot of personal messages, like people I thought were my friends messaging me, trying to be gatekeepers. And all I can say is to them, watch my video, tell me where I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I want them to get better, but they're just not helping themselves. I did not get the Acclaimed 3-pack. Yeah, we might get Soraya. We might, but we haven't even seen prototypes of those figures. The pre-order's not even up. And the thing with AEW figures, when the pre-order goes up, usually it's like a 3-month wait, you know? So I'm not holding my breath anymore with the AEW figure line. It started out so hot, and that Ty Conti is still one of my absolute favorite women's wrestling figures in my collection. And it's just sad that they hit a brick wall. And their quality is kind of treading water. It's not getting better. It's questionably getting worse, but it's just kind of there, and that's unfortunate because lines should get stronger and better as the days go on, right? But let's dive right in. You ready for the review? Here we go. All right, so we got the DX Ringside Collectibles exclusive 2-pack, Chyna and Triple H. Now, we are all here for the Chyna, right? All here for the Chyna, but we are going to take a look at the Triple H. You know, it's the first men's retro figure that I have in my possession, so we'll take a look at it just because it comes in this 2-pack. I didn't go out of my way to review the other retro figures that came with, Wendi here, but yeah, we're going to look at the Triple H. But let's start off with the packaging. So right away, I will say that I don't like this collector-friendly packaging, and I know that sounds dumb coming from a collector, but I want the feeling. I want the old-school feeling of taking a figure off of that card bubble, right? Taking that bubble off the cardboard. I want that feeling with the retro figure. I wanted so bad with the Wendi, and I couldn't because it's this collector-friendly packaging, but I get it because what it does allows you to slide out the cardboard, take the figures out, put it back in, wop. Okay, now looking at the design, we have Chyna and Triple H, or images in the background. The figures are posed nicely in there. The name's at the bottom. And we have this very DX-themed frame here with the black and green kind of grunge splatter paint, spray paint, whatever you want to say. And then the last thing on the front here is we have their actions. And we'll come back to these whenever we test their actions out. We will look at these here. So Triple H just says, Real Superstar Action, Hunter's Hook. And Chyna says, Ninth Wonder Wallop. That's interesting. And you know what? Yeah, okay, I have some theories here. We'll get to that. In the back, I love the black and white back. I love that there's a little card here that you can cut out, much like the old Hasbros. The rest of the line, very, very cool. And then we have the action features. So with that being said, let's see. I think there's one piece of tape down here. Okay, one piece of tape I need to cut. But you know what? Got hands. I'm going to use my hands. Get these hands. Open the tape. So that one piece of tape is all you got to remove. And then, beep, boom. We just take that cardboard out. There we go. And we take this little bubble out. There you go. And then I believe they're not fastened in at all, which is fine. You know, a lot of times with the Elite Women, I'm like, oh, time to get the figure out. And it'll be fastened in a place I didn't expect it to be. So it tricks me. Let's get Triple H's goofy self out. And then we'll get Chyna. All right, now... First one to comment, do y'all want me to start off with Chyna or Triple H? Let me know. First one to tell me, Chyna or Triple H, who do you want to see first? And we will do that one first. But I'm just going to fasten this back up. And let's see what all right, we're going to do Triple H first. That's what I was kind of wanting to do, just to get it out of the way. All right, so Triple H here is pretty cool. Let me zoom in. Can I zoom in with this thing? Hey-oh, we can zoom in. Okay, first time live streaming on this thing, I guess. All right, so the Triple H, what's nice about these figures, they feel like they have a good quality, you know. Unlike that Bull Nakano Cello figure I always bash. That thing felt like a Happy Meal toy. This feels like pretty dang good quality. We have articulation in the arms, also the head, and then the right elbow in the waist. So the waist is obviously tied into the action feature, which we'll get to in a minute. But looking at the paint scheme, all right, I'm colorblind, y'all, but I'm going to be honest. Let's zoom in. I feel like the knee pad and this don't match with the color up here. I don't know if that's accurate. I am by no means a historian of men's wrestlers. I did look up the attire, and I thought it was just one solid kind of sparkly type red. And here it looks like the color up here, the red color up here, doesn't match the knee pad in the leggings. So that's kind of an eyesore in my opinion. I don't really like that. We have the H's and the Triple H design on the side in yellow with a black outline. Pretty basic look there. Basic black boots. Now let's look at this face here. I love this face. I love the face. It does look a bit different. Okay, I'm not too crazy. I do like this face because it's cartoony. I don't think it's good by any means. I think they could have done a better job at making it cartoony and make it look like him. But it is what it is. You know, it's a Hasbro-inspired figure, so we kind of get that look here. Yeah, kind of bizarre. We got the Fabio hair here. Now, the hair is like a rubber-type material. Now, as far as articulation goes, he can look to his right. He can look to his left. He can not look down very well and can't look up very well, so there's that. Now, the left arm can move up and down in one plane of direction. And as I mentioned, the waist can kind of swivel, but it's tied into the action motion. And then the elbow, we can have a straight arm clothesline, or we can flex it up here. Now, we're going to test the action feature before we get to Chyna. All right, so the action feature. The action feature says, pull back Triple H's arm. Okay, so I guess you can make it like a punch, right? Right? Yeah, okay. I like it like this. I like it like this. So you pull back his arm, holding his legs as a base. Okay, I just hit myself in the hand. That's what you get on these live streams. You watch Mayor Aaron do something dumb. All right, so you twist him. Boom. Okay, so you could punch. Punch. Wonder if you... No, that's not good. All right, so much like the Wendi, you probably want to support it here and then. All right, he punches. He's going to punch his cardboard. He had a bad day. He had a bad day at work. I'm Triple H. I had a bad day at work. I read the news. You know, I read the news about the company. I'm gonna punch. Oh, that's strong. Dang. Here's the thing about that. If you play with these, this guy can do some damage. He's got that spring-loaded punch. That's strong. That is a strong punch. Now, I'm just going to have him punch a cardboard. I'm not going to have him punch Chyna or Wendi, so don't hold your breath there. But yeah, so that's Triple H. Triple H turned out pretty good. I'll be honest, I'll probably sell this guy. He does not fit in my collection, but it's definitely a strong retro figure. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like the shine to it, too. Now let's get on with the main event here. Let her fall from the rafters like Sting. We have Chyna. Now, I'm going to be honest. I know Chyna was a big part of women's wrestling figure history. I've never been a huge fan, honestly. I always felt she was very limited in the ring. And even though she did accomplish a lot of feats that would help progress the women, at the end of the day, I don't think she did a whole lot to move them forward. She kind of moved them back with a lot of off the field decisions, we'll say, right? So, I am on Whatnot. I am Mayor Aaron on Whatnot. That's a good question, Jacob. Thanks for asking. I like that. Put another figure in front of him. I don't know. Like, you want to see his scale? Do you want to see Triple H's scale? Is that what you're asking? Because I'll get a men's figure. Let me see the closest men's figure I can find. Oh, there's Bobby. I hope you're happy. I just knocked over all my figures. There's Bobby. Look at Bobby. Bobby's like, all right, guys. Hey, look. Kids. Today's daycare day. You know that. Look at this. All right. Kids. Little Chyna, little Triple H. Little Chyna, little Triple H. You be nice to your sister. You be nice to your brother. Okay? You guys listen to each other and be nice. Don't make Bobby Lashley become a mean dad. Okay. Oh, you meant the punch. Okay, so you didn't want like a father-family role play. Okay, I misunderstood that. I don't want to punch Bobby. Who do I want to punch? All right, Bobby. Bobby, I love you. Take one for the team, buddy. All right, so he's going to punch him. But look at this, guys. This is the problem with the retro. He's punching. You know, Bobby will be a one-time dad. There will be no more baby Bobbies. All right, here we go. You ready? We're going to aim up. Aim up. Here we go. Oh, that thing's got a... Oh, my, it knocked his head up. Look, he's out. He's out. Look at Bobby. Bobby's out. Let's zoom in on that. That's a KO face. Knockout. It's a knockout face. Knocked him out. Dang. That's a strong action. All right, now let's get to Chyna. Bobby, I'm sorry, man. He took one for the team. That's good. All right. So, let's see what we get for this one here. All right. All right. So, Chyna. Here we go. So Chyna here is pretty cool. I'm interested. It looks like it might be the same body sculpt as Wendi, and we'll obviously do a side-by-side comparison in time, just not right now, because I'm real curious to see if it is indeed the exact same body. That's what I'm really curious, but like I said, I'm not sure. We'll find out in due time, but it looks to be about the same, which is kind of disappointing. So, yeah. Little bizarre, but that's just part of it, you know. Okay, so this Chyna looks really cool. Now the face sculpt and scan is what we'll start with here. All right, now it looks like she has dark lipstick compared to, yeah. So I'm going to compare this head sculpt and scan to that DX 2-pack. Hello, DX 2-pack Chyna. That was the first, it was the first Chyna that Mattel was actually able to release. So we'll do a little comparison there. But it looks good. I mean, it does have a little cartoony. When I was first looking at it, I thought it looked a little too detailed, a little too realistic compared to what it should look like, in my opinion. But I think it turned out just fine. I think it looks good. It definitely looks cartoony to an extent. And that's kind of the look they were going for, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think that is pretty dang cool. Now, if we compare the faces to that Elite Chyna, they are very similar, but it is a bit more cartoony on this, so I think that's a good translation. I was afraid they just straight up reused this head, popped it on that body, and thought, okay, that'll work. But I am happy to say that they have kind of cartoonized it. Cartoonized it? Cartoonized it. But I do like the dark lipstick that they added. I think that's cool. She's got bangs and the long black hair. Now, the body is the one thing about it. It might be a little too small. The thing with the Hasbro line, a lot of times they reused parts, reused pieces, reused arms, torsos, legs, and that was kind of a cost-saving feature. And I understand that. So I don't mind that they reuse this from the Wendi, and we will do a comparison and I'll explain, but just showing this figure right off, I think it works okay. I think the arms are definitely muscular. You can almost argue that Wendy's arms are a little too muscular, but these are meant to be like a cartoony type sculpt, so I think the arms look good. I think the torso looks really good, and the legs work, you know. I think this definitely works. This actually looks a lot cooler sitting in front of me than images. I wasn't huge... You know, I wasn't too excited to get this. I was way more excited to get the Wendi, but I think this looks good. We got this sculpted choker necklace on there with actually extremely good paint detail. The top is just painted on black. We have her gloves painted on black with a little flesh oval in the middle there. We have her shiny black pants. The handcuffs, that is cool. The little silver handcuffs are painted on. That's awesome. And if you're wondering what those look like on an Elite, look, handcuff time, comparing time. All right. And then the back, there's really no detail here. So it's definitely a cool figure. Now let's test her action feature before we compare it to Wendi. All right, so the action feature here, let's see here. Let's see. Pull back Chyna's arm and torso. Okay, so she has her arm up in the image. So that. But you know what, actually? So yeah, she can do a little punch, and that's cool and all. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You know what else I think she can do? Let's see. Let's see. She can do... Let's turn her head. Low blow. She can do a low blow. That is awesome. So, Bobby, would you step in, please, sir? Poor Bobby. So, Bobby, it's like... Dad, you didn't let me eat cookies. Psh, low blow. I think that's really the feature. They just probably didn't know how to put that on the cardboard. But yeah, the arm is spring-loaded too, so she can do like a little low blow. I think that's awesome. I mean, that definitely is what Chyna would do back in the day, so that's cool. But it is meant to be the hold the arm, twist back, punch, punch, punch. But yeah, I like the little low blow action. Now, let's compare it to Wendi. Let's see how it compares to Wendi. Let me adjust the camera. Okay, she doesn't stand as good, apparently. No, I think she's front heavy. There we go. Snap that into place. So, yeah, the bodies... Yeah, I think the body sculpt is the exact same. And actually, yeah, it's the same mechanism and everything. So that kind of, I mean, it's early in the line, so that's okay that they use the same body sculpt and action feature. I think that's kind of cool because that's something they would have done in the Hasbro line. They probably, let's be honest, if they made a female body sculpt in the Hasbro line, they would have reused it time and time and time and time again. So I actually don't mind that they did it here. I just hope in the future we get some different sculpts, different molds, and different action features. But comparing the two, I think the Wendi is stellar. I don't know. I love that Wendi. It's kind of sad that the Wendi review didn't get a lot of views because it's such a groundbreaking figure and it's so cool. And the 80s attire stands out, and I love that she has sculpted on sunglasses. I love the hair. I just love this figure. And this Chyna is definitely good, but I think it is in second place behind this Wendi. You know, Just Dance says they're equally cool, and that's a good way to state it. They're cool in their own ways, right? This is more 80s. This is more Attitude Era. And I know there's a lot of viewers of the channel, a lot of people that grew up in the Attitude Era. So if they're looking to add a female to their collection that's from the Attitude Era, this Chyna would be perfect, you know, if they have a Hasbro collection. But honestly, I think the Wendi, if you just choose one and add it to all the Hasbro men's figures, I think the Wendi would fit in better. I just think it looks more like what would have been released and how it would look compared to the Chyna. But I think the Chyna is a fine figure, honestly. So yeah, I can't really give it a score because You know, it's the second women's retro figure. I didn't give the Wendi Richter a score because we only have two. That Wendi was the first, so I didn't have anything to really compare it to as far as a score. So as far as this Chyna, what I will say, let me turn it around here. What I will say about this Chyna and Triple H 2-pack, is it worth it to order this? I absolutely think it is. Now, the only way to get it as of now is Ringside Collectibles. It's a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. I believe it's about $30 for this 2-pack before shipping. And yeah, I definitely think it's worth buying. Even if you're a men's figure collector, that Triple H is actually pretty cool. I don't know how different it is from past Triple H's, but I think the previous retro Triple H might have been a jumper, so it's good to have a different one. Hi, Alec. How you doing, buddy? So, yeah, I definitely think this 2-pack is worth buying, in my opinion. So, I would suggest that you go out and you order this figure collection. See, that's what happens when it's live. I make these errors and I say things. Look at my hair. And my hair looks bad. There we go. So, yeah, I think you should definitely get it. Now, as far as Katana, let's talk about Katana, okay? That Katana figure does not look good. It does not look good, in my opinion. I love Katana and Caden. They were my first PCs when I collected cards, you know. I've kind of cut back on collecting them because their price has gone up in a lot of these breaks because they're starting to become more popular. But NXT, oh my gosh, I was their biggest fan. I'm still a huge fan. But, yeah, the Katana figure is a bit of a head-scratcher because of the torso choice. And I know a lot of people are big deal, it's a torso choice, but there's podcasts that'll complain all day about a tan, for God's sakes. But if us women's wrestling figure collectors compare about a torso, all of a sudden we're being picky. You know, it's kind of a double standard. So I will say that that's a horrible torso choice. I'm waiting until I have the figure in hand before I judge it or say, this is a horrible figure, but I am not a fan of it. I'm just going to say that. I did pre-order a few of them just because I support Katana, and that Cade looks amazing, and I can't wait to pair these two together. And I was afraid it was going to sell out really quick, so I ordered a few of them. So, yeah, I just had to say that. All right, will you do a weirdest WWE Women's Jacks Part 2? Yeah, that's funny you said that. I was just going through my old videos, kind of seeing some ideas, because right now, besides Tony, there's not a lot of women's wrestling figures that are going to come out for like a month. And we had a big amount of them. We had like 4. We had Cora Jade, B-Fab, Tiffany Stratton, and Asuka all come up within like a week. And I was worried when that happened because I'm like, oh boy, now there's going to be a big break between the next video. But I will give y'all a hint, okay? I'm going to give y'all a hint as to what my next video, maybe not my next video because I'm doing the Tony Storm video, probably coming out Sunday, so stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to get it out in time for Revolution on Saturday, but I don't know if I will be able to because I work. But the next video after that, that is going to be on someone's debut, the figure history, everybody. The complete figure history of WWE Sasha Banks figures. I have them all ready to go. And that is going to be a figure history coming out in mid-March on her debut night. When she makes her debut in AEW, we are going to do a complete figure history. Now, one of my first videos in LumberJillville was a figure history. Not one of my first. This isn't the first year. One of my first figure histories was Sasha, but that was before a lot of the Sashas came out. I don't think any of the blue-haired heel Sashas came out at the time. So it'll be fun to update it and do an updated Sasha video. I think that'll be a cool. Will you please do a collection update soon? Yeah, no, absolutely. I want to. Now, the problem is right now, it took me months to figure out how to display these BFAB boots. And even right now, I feel like they should be protected. They should be in a case. I just don't have a case that's tall enough because these are thigh-high boots. I mean, look how tall these BFAB boots are. They are super, super tall. And they don't really fit in anything, so I'm going to have to dust them about daily. And, yeah, I just wanted to get my collection set up, my backdrop here set up and organized, and I would love to do a collection update. It's been a while since I've done one, so I'd love to do a little toy room tour. And, you know, I've been organizing and trying to get things settled, so, yeah, we'll definitely get that rolling soon. Yep. Vinyl record, Lover Dawson. remembers my first video, that Charlotte Basic based off of WrestleMania 34. You know, it's just not that figure, it's the moment that started the channel. Seeing my daughter's eyes when she saw Charlotte come out made me realize how important these women are to not little girls, but not just little girls, little boys, grown adults around the world. You know, these strong women, these amazing women can go on TV and show how awesome they are. And it's way different than when I was growing up, and it was mostly eye candy, right? And I understand that, you know, it's human nature, but it's cool to see that these women are so much more than their looks. And in the collecting community, the women get no respect. You know how many posts I see on a daily basis? Look at all the women's figures at my Walmart. Look at all my women's figures at the Target. Like, I get it. They don't sell as much, but it's because they don't get the love. They don't get the respect. They don't get the admiration that they deserve. And that's what I'm here trying to do. So I hope I've made even a small difference in people's thoughts on women's wrestling figures and going out and buying them or ordering them, because they're awesome. They are freaking awesome, and they deserve more love. So I went on a big spiel right there, right? I really went after it, you know? So I've got y'all here. You know, we got 9 people here. That's pretty good. Do you have any questions? Anything you want to see? I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Like I said, I don't know how these go. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I remember your Oscar review. I think there was a problem with your Oscar robe because her arms. Yeah, so Brock, this is one of the biggest errors in Mayor Aaron, and I'll admit it. I'm man enough to admit I messed up. There's no error with the robe. There's an error with me because I did not put it on properly, and I showed my daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, I said, hey, I had the robe separate than a figure. I said, I want you to figure out how to put this Oscar robe on. She figured it out right away. So it's not that hard. I just messed up on it, and it bothered me. Every time someone commented, oh, I think you put it on wrong, it like hurt my stomach because I try so hard. I do so much research on these figures to try to give you all the best, accurate, detailed review. And unfortunately, I messed up on that one, but it's a learning process, you know. I think I was just so excited. I was just so excited to be reviewing this all-time great figure, and I couldn't figure the robe out. Mine definitely, you know, you know what? I got y'all live. Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure mine have the holes. I think the only holes, oh gosh, I almost dropped my lights. The only holes are in Mayor Aaron's brain from not figuring it out. All right, Triple H and Chyna are going to have a seat. Bobby, I'm sorry. Dang it, Bobby. Bobby. All right. Let's get Asuka out. Oh gosh. It's such a good. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see here. While I got y'all here, let's do this. Scott Steiner allowed in my collection. Nope. See ya. All right, so, yeah, this is my Asuka that I reviewed that I not famously, give me a break, that I messed up, and I put her arms, what did I even do? I couldn't find the armholes, is what my issue was. But they're here. They're up there. They go through that. Oh, I was trying to put them down here. I was trying to put them down this piece here, so, yep, they are indeed there. They are indeed there, so it was a learning experience, like I said. I think I was just so excited. I was like, OMG, this figure, it is superior to anything. And that's what we did. That's what we did. All right, what we got? We got a little Taylor Swift comment. Let's see what we got. Let's see what the T-Swizzle. Yeah, the Asuka is really cool. My friend's uncle went to prom at school, and his friend bought Taylor's... Wait. Oh, I thought you said, oh my gosh. I said my friend bought Taylor Swift. I was like, what? What? Brought Taylor's what? Wow, that's pretty cool. Nia Jax figure attire. I don't know. I just, you know, I had my most wanted figures video, and I said a Nia Jax basic because every single one of Nia Jax's figures have been bangers. Absolute bangers. And I would love to see a basic come out of hers because, you know, they've had pretty awesome basic Nia figures, so I think they can do a good job. Did you ever talk to BFAB in high school? I'm older than BFAB. So she graduated after me. we discovered we went to the same high school like way after is when I talked to her, and we communicate now. So it's really cool seeing what she's doing on TV, and I think her being paired with Bobby is super awesome. So I'm excited. Yeah, I wish Sasha didn't leave WWE, but let's be honest, she'll be back. I think she'll go to AEW and she'll kind of see how things are run, and I think she'll want to come over to WWE. Honestly, I hope the best. I want her to change that women's division and make it become talked about and get people talking. But at the end of the day, the bookers are going to be bookers. The VPs are going to be the VPs. It's kind of always going to be the same. AEW has really struggled in their women's division department as far as writing, storytelling, booking goes since the start of AEW, and it's been around what, 5 years now, and nothing's changed. Nothing's gotten better, and that's plenty of time to get better. So I know a lot of people will say, well, AEW is still new. They're getting better, but they're all out of excuses at this point because they've been around long enough, y'all. They've been around long enough. So things should have changed by now. Can it still change in the future? Yeah, I think it can change in the future over there, and I hope it does. I think Tony Storm's doing amazing work over there, but other than that, they're really not featuring a whole lot of women. They're kind of just doing whatever. Do you think you know why the women's basic attire looks so flat? Yeah, as of late, the women's basics have had little detail. Okay, I thought I had Tiff next to me. I do not have Tiff next to me. But yeah, the detail has been really lackluster, but I just keep going back to that. I believe it was basic 136 Xia Li. That was an amazing, not just figure, amazing basic. Even JC, I got JC right beside me. Even this JC is good. The attire is very bland, but it works. The face sculpt and scan is what does it here. I mean, this got second place for figure of the year. That's got the second most votes behind that Bianca Belair Ultimate. So, or maybe it was third. It might have been behind Becky, but yeah, this figure is good. But yeah, as far as the attire goes, they need to step it up a little bit. They added all this articulation to the men's figures, and all they did for the women's figures is make the hands interchangeable, and that's not even on all the women's basics that are new. New basics. I like it. I like that it's called main event series, because even before, when I'd make a thumbnail, and I'd put basic series, whatever, I felt like I was kind of disparaging it, because it's called basic. No one wants to be called basic. Anyone watching, do you want someone to be like, if your name's like Steve, like someone call you Basic Steve? That's not a good look. Basic Steve is not a good look. Main event Steve, that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So I like the name change. I think it's cool. Now, with that name change, I want to see some quality. I want to see some increase in quality of the women's figures. Now, do I think it's right that Katana's $30 on ringside? No, I don't. I think that's something that could be avoided if they ordered more. It's no secret, based off the last few women's basics, that I think ringside might be short ordering the women's basics because they might not sell as much as the men's. And because they don't order a whole lot of quantity, they sell out like that. It started with Gigi, JC, I think even Xia. It started before that. Yeah, Xia. It started with Xia Li, then Aaliyah, JC, Gigi, and obviously Tiffany, BFAB. Those women's basics, like when Katana went up today, I dropped everything I was doing and ordered a few of them, like right away. So I don't know, the business side. I'm just I just review the figures, but it's disappointing that the Katana was $30, and if they base a figure's price off of deco and quality, that should be a $10 figure, like online. Like they didn't do a whole lot there, but I digress. I don't know why. Oh, you got Tiffany and BFAB, and it was like 87. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's kind of where it's at, because if they have low quantities of a figure, right, they're going to sell out like that, and when they sell out like that, people that have extra are going to sell them, and that's the only way you're going to be able to get them. Whereas by increasing Katana's price to $30 or whatever it is, like by making it a $30 figure, you're kind of skipping the third-party seller, and you're just flat out charging that third-party price, which I don't necessarily agree with, but, I'm not a businessman, so I can't say. Yeah, I mean, I ordered a few Katanas because I can't imagine missing out on a women's basic, you know? Like, I'm trying to think if there was a time that a pre-order sold out before I could order it because you know me, I want to get y'all the very first look at a women's wrestling figure. And, you know, sometimes other channels beat me, but I try to do my best at bringing the best quality, entertaining review of any women's figure that comes out. And those last few basics, oh my gosh, if they were sold out, and I only could get them off of eBay for the price that they went, that would have really hurt, honestly. But, you know, thankfully, I check ringside multiple times a day. Now that I got Katana, I'll be checking for Caden because that'll probably be posted soon. So I'm nervous, y'all. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just wish they would order more of the women's basics because I think that's the issue there. Not trying to be annoying. I don't have to say this out loud, but Travis Kelly. Huh? Ooh, Sean Spears coming back. Hey, good for Sean. You know, good for Sean. I think, I don't know. I want every company to succeed. I do. I feel like AEW kind of steps on their own feet and they don't really care because they have so much money. They have almost unlimited funds that there seems to be no real structure or direction. And when a company doesn't have structure or direction, I don't know, the inmates kind of run the asylum. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm glad to see Sean in NXT because, you know, obviously that's where he became a thing, right? And I thought it was really cool he came back. And yeah, I mean, it was just weird over there in AEW with him. But that's how it is with a lot of these guys. They go to AEW like, yeah, you know, I got released. I'm going to AEW. And then they're there for a little bit and they're like, this kind of sucks. I'm getting out. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my thought. Yeah, AEW, I'm not here to I support all the companies, but I don't have to, you know, I'm allowed to like what I like and don't like what I don't like. And boy, the last time that I was into AEW and I used to watch it weekly was every Friday night. Every Friday night, I would watch Rampage for one reason, Jade Cargill. I would watch it for Jade every single Friday because that's what she was featured on is Rampage on Fridays. But as soon as she stopped being on Rampage, I stopped watching. You know, I'll watch when Thunder Rosa made her return. Friend of the channel, Thunder Rosa. I watched that, and I'll watch. Oh, the cats are chasing each other. Oh boy, and I'll watch Sasha return, Mercedes, and I'm super excited for that. And I probably will. I'll give AEW a second chance with Mercedes in the mix. But I mean, how many times can we be let down time and time again? You know, they bring in a signing, Tony's there, Soraya's there, you know, and they kind of poop the bed with it. So I think they really screwed up with Jade. I think Jade was the biggest star they had, men or women. And they just didn't handle it. I remember there was like a big pay-per-view at the height of her popularity and she wasn't even booked on it. And they only have pay-per-views like every 3 months. So that just kind of shows what they think of the women's division over there. Yeah. I want them to get better, but it's been years now. You know what I mean? At some point, you just got to be like, well, guess I'll watch something else. NXT is my favorite product. Anyone that watches LumberJillville probably knows that. All right, so make sure, guys, you hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you like this live review video, I know I rambled a bunch, but this is new for me, you know? This is kind of cool. I really like communicating with y'all, and I'd like to do this more in the future. I probably won't do this for main figures. Like the Tony Storm, I have a whole intro plan, and, you know, future figures and whatnot, but this would be kind of a cool way to do the toy collection tour. If I did it live, that'd be kind of neat. That way, if I skipped over something or whatever, you could be like, hey, Mayor Aaron, pump your brakes, dog. Back it up. Show me that again. You know what I mean? I think that'd be cool. Oh, good, Just Dance. I'm glad you had fun. Gold Beast liked it. Gold Beast is an OG. He's been a subscriber since, gosh, man, I want to say early on, Gold Beast has been a subscriber. So thank you, everyone, for showing up. You know, I didn't know what to expect. I don't even know how to promote a live stream. I made a post on Instagram and on YouTube, and I was terrified there was going to be, like, no one there. I was just talking to myself, you know, so it means a lot, everyone that was here. Ooh, did I ever sell Creepy Fabulous Moolah? I don't know. Let's go check. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's take a little... Let's take a journey. Ooh, do I have a light? I think I have a light. Hey, this might be fun. I got a light. Let's go to my closet. It didn't come out right. It's not how I meant it. You know? All right, so let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something that I've never shown anybody. Here's my little MOC room here. It needs organizing, you know, it really does. But yeah, I'm not an MOC collector, but I have a lot of MOC figures, you know, ones that just mean a lot to me, I guess. And that are kind of cool. I also have some over here, kind of ones that I want to open. Like I have this extra Brie Bella that I would like to open because I think I have it down here somewhere. Yeah. Some AEW figures. That first Brandy Rhodes figure released I have because, in my opinion, that's probably the rarest AEW figure. I think the chases and the rares are overproduced, and I think that Brandy was underproduced. But I came back in the closet here to see if Moolah is floating around. I have this page. I'm thinking about... This is going to be like a year-long project, y'all, but this summer, I want to work on the history of women's wrestling figures and have a full-out video with... Oh, my gosh. Guys, guess what? Guess what? Oh, man, don't sell me. I live here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see ya. Honestly, I'm pretty sure she's listed on eBay. I have her listed on eBay, but no one wants you, Moolah. Nobody wants you, Moolah. Nobody wants you. So she's going to be on eBay forever. Is there anything else in my closet I want to show you? I don't think I have anything really cool. I got my first custom ring up there that I made. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good, but I made it. Oh, I guess I have an extra Brit Supreme, so there's that. Yeah. So that's that. Any other questions? Any other questions that y'all have? I would love to answer them. Honestly, this is fun. I would love to have more people in here. I think that'd be cool. Oh, cool, Gold Beast. You should maybe destroy her or something in your series. Yeah. I mean, at this point, like, I don't know. I'm like, I have her to sell. I just don't want her in my collection. You know what I mean? Like, oof. But we did find it. I had a Danhausen fig. Almost cussed. I have a Danhausen figure. I did. I don't anymore. Yeah. You know what's sad, Alec, is there's a Chase Dewdrop from Elite 96. I think that was Elite 96. Dewdrop in the green. The Chase is the green, the metallic green. It looks really good. There's been a Chase at my Walmart for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years now. No one's bought it. So one of these days, I'm going to go rescue the thing. You know, I don't think I have a box Chase of Dewdrop. So maybe tomorrow going to work, if it's still there, I'm going to rescue that thing and I'll make a little YouTube short and I'll say I was inspired by all of y'all in there. Oh, Danhausen to life? Yeah. Maybe during Jilloween, you know, that would have been good. That would have been good for sure. That would have been cool. Yeah. Go figure. I'm nearing the end. And we have the most people in here that we've had. So what else do y'all want to see? Talk to me here. No, YouTube is my passion, my love. I love my job too. I absolutely love my job, but it's this. I have a job, and then this is kind of like my side. It's important to me, you know. But yeah, I do have a full-time job that I love. What else do we got here? What else y'all want to see? Oh, you got Roxanne, Alec? I've been finding Roxanne. I've actually found Cora in stores. I don't have the Gail Kim action figure. That's a regret. I have it saved on my eBay searches, but here's what I have. The only, surprisingly, because, you know, I try to collect them all. I'm like Ash Ketchum, except with Pokemon. They're women's wrestling figures. And they don't live in little balls. They live on the shelves of LumberJillville. All right? So here's Miss Tessmacher. It's a fantastic figure, I'll be honest. You know, it's not a figure that's very cheap online. And it doesn't really fit in scale. Like, if you put it next to... Hold on, let me turn the camera. Like, these figures are kind of absurdly tall. Like, she's a lot taller than Cora there. So, they're not really in scale, in my opinion. And that's why I don't have a lot of them. But I do have Miss Tessmacher, and I need to display her somewhere where she doesn't really stand out, you know? Because standing out on the shelf with, like, elites and stuff, it kind of looks out of place. But it's a fantastic figure. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Ooh, most rare figure I have. Larry. That'd be fun. I don't have Daphne. I need to get a Daphne. Rest in peace. All right, rarest figure. Let's think this out, okay? Let's go. Let's think this out, y'all. It's a fun little question here. Because here's the thing, y'all. To no one's surprise, I don't have unlimited funds like a lot of YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers have a lot of money, can buy anything. I cannot. So I don't have, like, rare, one of one, you know. But I do have this Nikki Bella test shot, which is pretty dang cool. It's got a different color plastic and hair, and even the body, because test shots are molded with whatever plastic is in the machine. Now, there probably are a few test shots out there, but it's definitely a rare piece, definitely a limited piece, and it's super cool. Super, super cool. So, it looks a little obscene now that I'm showing it to you on camera, but, you know, I don't mean it to be obscene. That's just a test shot. It just had that plastic in the machine. So that might be ooh, I have another one that y'all might like to see. I've never shown it on LumberJillville. I don't even know if it's been in the background. Watch out, Lukey. Luke's like, what you doing, man? Pay attention to me, dog. All right. So, can I get to it? Okay, we're gonna have to move some stuff. There's about to be a hold on. There's about to be avalanche. Because I have a legend shelf. I have a legend shelf. And on that legend shelf, I have... Okay. Let's get the light, the proper light here. I have the very first women's wrestling figure ever made. Uh-oh. The very first women's wrestling figure ever made. Now, I'm not saying it's just this one, but this is Precious from the AWA Remco line. I believe in the early 80s, and it came in a 3-pack, and it was the only female produced in that line, you know. Shortly after, we got the LJN Miss Elizabeth, which I'm still hunting for my Elizabeth shelf up there, but that is very expensive, and yeah, I got this one, pretty good deal on it, so yeah, this is probably the hardest to find, and yeah, it's in cracked condition. It doesn't look very good. Like, it looks like it's got plastic mold on it, but honestly, that's how a lot of these are. I think ones that are in really good shape are ridiculously expensive, and she even has her little perfume bottle accessory. So, this is cool. It is more of a Barbie doll, but this was, you know, the first women's wrestling figure. She was a manager, but she was nonetheless released amongst a bunch of men. So, this figure is definitely important. And if I ever did a full... women's wrestling figure history video, this would be the figure I started out with. This would be the figure I talked about and showed off first. So, this one is definitely, yeah, this is real special. I'm like, you know, like she's a metronome or something. But yeah, that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare. I don't know about what else. I have some signed figures. I guess that can be rare. I have some, I met Lana. Watch out, Luke. I don't want to hurt you, bud. I met Lana. I met Chelsea Green. And I have some autograph figures there. But bite your tongue. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess she's hard to find, you know what I mean? But yeah, I have just a lot. I'm a big fan of the current day stuff. You know, I love the current day women's wrestling figures. And obviously, they're the best. You know, Mattel makes them the best. What's the most oddball piece you have in your collection? Chelsea! Oh my gosh. My neighbors are probably going to call the police. I'm going to try it. Chelsea Green! Chelsea! I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Hairspray. I said perfume. I know. Luke said hairspray. Luke, what do you think? What do you think, baby? Yeah. What did someone ask? The most oddball piece? Oh boy. What is the weirdest thing that I have? I mean, I got a pair of BFAB's boots. That's kind of unique, right? I don't know. I don't know if I have anything really. I'll think of something, I'm sure. Oh! Hold on. That's funny you asked that. Because my daughter recently... This thing? Uh-oh. Okay. This thing? I have that. My daughter... I got it at... Where did I get? I got a bargain hunt around Christmas time. And I was going to make a video on it because, like, that, you know, that's a part of women's wrestling figure history. It really is. And, oh, is it Tiffy time? Let me tell you something. But, my daughter saw it and immediately opened it up, and I thought that was awesome. Where is my extra Tiffany? I have an extra Tiffany for display purposes. I mean, that's not the figure you want to misplace, is the Tiffany Basic that is very, very expensive and hard to find. That's good. That's good, everybody. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just missing a Tiffany Basic. No big deal. No big deal, Luke. Just missing... Oh, there she is. She must have fell. Oh, gosh. Is it Tiffy time, someone asked. I think it will be soon. You know, I think she's definitely getting a push and whatnot. And I think she's great, but I think she needs more time. I think she needs more time. Not like Maxine level. Oof. But I think Tiffy's awesome. She's so athletic, so charismatic. Definitely has an awesome future. I just hope they don't push her too soon, too fast. Because, yeah, I want to see her have a long, awesome career. She is great. Tiffy time. The basic that is crazy. She showed at the chamber, dude. She's so good. And, yeah, I'm not trying to missay what I'm trying to say. Like, she deserves to be pushed to the moon. I just want her to have the long career. I don't want her to burn out. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is I love Tiffany. I think she's great. I have a shirt, a Tiffany Stratton official shirt that says I'm hot. So I wouldn't get that if I didn't like her, because I can't wear that in public, you know? Yeah, Valhalla with antlers. You think that Mattel's going to call Jazzwares and be like, hey, listen, we're going to make this women's elite. It's going to have antlers. You guys have made a lot of antlers. Like, do you have any advice on making antlers? Because you have a lot of figures dressed in all black with antlers. And they're like, I got you, fam. I got you. What's your email? I got you. So, yeah. But with that being said, you know, I've had a lot of fun talking. I could talk all night with y'all, but I'll probably get going. I got to work on my intro for Tony Storm. Look for that probably Sunday. I want to get it out Saturday night, y'all, but I might have to go into work Saturday. So anytime I get a figure review out fast, like, I don't say it, but just know that, like, sometimes I stay up all night to get the intro made, to get the figure review out in time. And yeah, if it can be out Saturday, it will be out. Just depends what time it's delivered to me and whatnot. But yeah, Tony Storm will be next. Not a lot of people even watch AEW women's figure reviews, so who knows if anyone will even watch it, but I hope everyone that's watching this will watch that Tony Storm figure review. Look for it either Saturday night or Sunday. Corbin, thank you so much. Brock, I don't know. I actually had a lot of fun here, to be honest with you. I thought it was really, really fun. You know, my schedule, as of now, I have the Tony Storm figure coming out either Saturday or Sunday. I want to do a battle of the sculpts between Mattel's a basic Tony Storm. What was that, 115 maybe? and then the AEW figure. I might do a battle of the sculpts, have those two figures face off. I haven't done one of those videos in a while. And then, yeah, I would like to schedule a live maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks just to check in, make sure everyone's doing okay, and just to talk to y'all. I love being able to communicate with y'all. You know, I love reading y'all's comments, but it's different than talking to someone live. You know, this is really, really cool, and this is awesome. I could talk to y'all all night. I could talk to you all night. You know what we'll do? We'll do it like high school couples do here. Look. We'll just, oh, I can't even turn it sideways. I'll talk to you until I fall asleep. Like, you know, high school couples will talk until they fall asleep on the phone. I mean, I've done it. We've all done it. We've all done it with girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. We've all done it. Where it's like, I don't want to hang up. So we'll go to sleep. I'll go to sleep here. Like this. You know what I mean? So. Ooh, my favorite women's figure of all time. Oh, you know what? Hey, real quick. Brock, I had the Penelope Chase. I had that stupid thing. I had it. I had that stupid chase, and I sold it because I didn't find it in person. I bought it. And a lot of the chases that I bought, I sold because I'm like, the AW chases are special when you find them. And I mean, for me, you know, collectors out there that hunt them down, that's awesome. But for me, I just had them hanging on the wall, and I'm like, this Penelope figure is going for hundreds of dollars. And for one, the figure sucks. Doesn't look like her. Way out of scale. But the chase only has a different color on her, like, one-piece bathing suit ring attire. See ya! You know, out of the collection. Bye! So I sold that thing. I didn't sell it for what it's going for now, so I probably should have held on to it. But yeah, that's out of there. All right. My favorite women's figure of all time. Oh. Sentimentally, I mean, it's probably that Charlotte basic that simulates WrestleMania 34, my very first figure review. But if I had to choose, like, my favorite figure, it's, like, dark over on this side of the room. My favorite figure as far as, like, everything about it, I mean, it would be Io Shirai, y'all. It would be, let me turn the camera on. I don't know why I'm doing that. It'd be this one right here. I absolutely adore this figure. I love it. I absolutely love it. This Io was my favorite wrestler at the time in NXT. I absolutely loved her. So, yeah, that's probably my favorite of all time, honestly. Yeah, it was the 2020 Jilly's winner for Figure of the Year. Liv Morgan, 21. Shotzi, 22. Bianca, 23. Do you think I should sell them? I have two of them. Oh, Brock, yeah. Yeah. So, sell it. Sell that thing. But I would say, yeah, I'd say sell it now because, honestly, that figure has been so limited. Kind of like that Britt Baker Unrivaled, what's that, Series 10? Britt Baker Unrivaled Series 10 chase that's in the red and silver. Like, that didn't pop up a lot, and I think after a while, people are like, oh crap, this is nowhere to be found, and they overpay for something. So I would definitely sell a Penelope. Like I said, I had it in my collection, but I was looking at it, and I was like, what makes this figure special besides a sticker on it that says 1 of 5,000 or whatever it was? Nothing. There's nothing special about it. You know, I do have I have the Anna Jay. The only female chase that I have found in person is Miss Anna Jay. And that is the exact one. I will forever love that figure and keep it in my collection. Gee, is that my favorite women's wrestling figure now that I'm talking about it? Maybe. I absolutely love it. It's just special because being a women's wrestling figure collector and having no luck with chases, finding that in the store was the coolest feeling ever, right? Absolutely loved it. And let me show y'all. Y'all want to see something crazy I found? I'm trying to sell it. Don't judge me. I'm trying to sell it on eBay for a decent amount of money. But it's all to help the channel. Just know that. But I found this the other day. I found this, surprisingly, at a Target. So, yeah, it literally doesn't fit in my collection. I have a CM Punk chase that I found on my birthday last year. And I don't want to ever sell that. You know, it was going for a lot at one point. I don't want to sell. I found it on my birthday. It's special, you know? And, yeah, this Brody King has no sentimental value to me. No attachment. So I'm trying to sell the thing. What's weird about it, y'all, and I didn't remove it, I promise you, is it doesn't have any tape on the back. Like the little circular tape that's over the tabs had none on it. Like the factory didn't put any on there. But it's not open. It's in perfect shape. It's chase box. It's got the gold number and everything, but those little tabs are not taped. But it's a cool looking figure. This doesn't whatsoever fit in my collection. So hopefully I can sell that thing. Yeah, eBay's pretty easy to sell. You just make an account, and the only thing is eBay takes out a lot of fees. But in my opinion, a lot of the stuff, when you have so much stuff like me, I'd rather just sell it and make a little bit of money than, you know, sell it for tons of money. You know, I'd rather have someone that would enjoy it and appreciate it. But yeah. Brock, that's my advice. Especially if you have two. If you had one, I'd say sell it, you know. Because like I said, I was starting to collect all the AEW women's chases. I was starting to collect them all, and I had them hanging up on the wall, and I looked at them, and I'm like, what makes these so special? I didn't find these in the store. What makes these so special? A lot of them are just repaints. They don't even look better. Why do I have these? So I sold a lot of them. I just kept the special ones. Oh, my cats are on one right now. So I would definitely sell one of those Penelopes. I think the last one might have been in like the 200s or something. So see ya, Penelope. You know what I mean? All right, so my cats are going to fight. I'm going to probably... Are you the Divas champion? I am not a Divas champion. I'm a supporter of the women's champions. That's a good note to go out on. But yeah, I think I'm going to head off. I could talk to you all night. This was fun. I'd like to go live again maybe in a couple weeks. Maybe next weekend. Maybe I'll do a collection tour live. That'd be kind of fun, actually. So, yeah, I look forward to that, you know. I would love to hear from y'all in the comments of the video. Even if you comment on this, if you can. I don't know how this works. But you can comment here and just be like, hey, I enjoyed the live stream. Holla at your boy or holla at your girl. And make sure to shout you out, you know. But I appreciate y'all coming in. Means a lot. Means a lot. So I do need to go. I got to figure out what my cats are doing before they get a little gnarly with each other. And, yeah, start preparing for the Toni Storm Unrivaled Series 14 review. So I hope y'all have an excellent night. Now, if that Toni Storm figure review is not up Saturday night at like 8 or 9, look for it Sunday at about 11 a.m. Eastern time. So, but thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by LumberJillville. Women's Wrestling lives here. For our first look at all future women's wrestling figure reviews, make sure to hit subscribe and become an official resident of LumberJillville today. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, and I'll talk to y'all soon. And now I got to figure out how to end it, because I don't even know how to end it. So that's good. Real professional, Mayor Aaron, you know what I mean? Hey, I had fun too. All right, here we go. Maybe this